All right, so we just got out. That's our princess. Yeah, cruises, and everybody's out. Like I say, we'll be taking camping once we get out. Hey, somebody gets a bicycle.
So we put on our friendly.
There we go.
Comes out.
I will not be able to see what I'm recording since I'll be in the sun for a minute. There's a Queen Elizabeth. Oh. Damn, look at this. Look how big the ropes are. Coming all the way to there. And the guy looks so small and compared to the rope. Wow. See that? So that's one which will break the icebergs before the ship comes in. And that's where we're from. That's a huge, nice, what you call it, a hovercraft, I think. So different people, you see people come from that side on a different ship. We're all meeting the same place. Okay, it says, because I think this is where I bought my perfume that I was looking for a long time. In a place like this when we were walking through duty free. I don't remember if that was, yeah, I think it was Jamaica. Okay, so we're out of the line now. We're looking for number 5. That's number 5. We found it. And now we can slowly look around. I think we found our guy.
Okay, thank you.
And we've been guided to where we're gonna go. Alright, we go to our table where we are filling up the peppers. Yeah? We say we, but it's another person that's doing it. So, getting ready to go out on an excursion for today. So one day we're here, out. Second day I don't know what we're gonna be doing. That's day number 4. Okay, so we are here today. We came to Cozumel and we came through this place, Puerto Maya. So this Puerto Maya, and I believe we actually came. Actually, this was no. We came here, yeah. We came here because this is the other ship that could see the Queen Elizabeth. So we docked here, and there was one here, and we walked through, and that's where we are. Tres amigos, they're like here. Fantastic menu. But we're not going to be eating here maybe until afternoon when we come back. Till afternoon when we come back. They're calling us already. On our walk. Right, I think we are right by our bus somewhere around here. Yeah, Signal. That's where we'll be going through.
Bad mom.
And a lot of people over. All right, our bus is leaving.
All right. So, well, ladies, gentlemen, could you hear me well on the back? Family over there, everybody? Yes? Yes? Solo un poquito.
So there it says, bienvenidos, welcome, ahlan wa sahlan. That's what it is. So here's the cool thing. There's an entrance there, and it says entrada. And here's an exit, and it says salida. But we're going through the exit because the entrance would have to get us to a place where we need to buy tickets, but we don't need to buy tickets since we have them, and that's a ticket that we're going to be using first. So the guy's collecting our ticket, I can see. So the red tickets.
Welcome to San Gervasio, ladies and gentlemen. Carnaval Cozumel.
Carnival.
Yes.
Watch the dog, watch the dog.
I'm talking to him.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿y
Muy
usted
bien.
qué tal?
Thank you. Muchas gracias. Is there a difference?
Yes.
Pink, purple. So I got my necklace. Okay, our guy's waiting there. There's ladies' room and men's room, and those who want to go in, we go in. Now I am going to a place where I will get a permit to record legally. Yeah, they would give me a sticker that I would put on my camera. Otherwise, it's not allowed to record anything. So here we go, Life in Oman. We will have our own content that's legal. So he says to come here, and there will be a window on the left. Looks like it's closed. Hello. ¿Cómo estás, amigo? I need permit for recording.
$4.
$4. Okay. There is a sticker,
Yes, 1 minute, please.
Muchas gracias. So it was $4. Hey, fantastico.
Okay over there. Okay.
Put it right here.
Okay. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you very much. So we got a little sticker that we stuck to our phone, and now we are legal, and they've given me this ticket as well. Yeah, so I'll keep this with me all the time while we're doing our recording. So my little Spanish that I speak is from 4 semesters of Spanish.
Is this still part of the song? You go down, I'm going down too. Because this will hurt. Yes.
Just go into the plaza. I will meet you there in a minute, right? Okay.
Plaza. The smaller one. Almost looks like the rocks.
It does.
He looks fake. I don't even know how
Yeah, he sure does.
The other one was much bigger.
Where did you saw another one?
Yeah, just as we came, it was like about that big.
Oh, I'll have to pay
Probably at
attention.
least 2.5 foot.
Yes, and when I said
so
iguanas,
much.
I'm looking for green.
Oh, yeah.
But I suppose they.
Oh, there, see that one there? The big one?
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Oh, holy moly. Yes, you are, baby.
Look at it, he's got the big old beard on him.
Yes. Almost. Looks like a Komodo. He looks kind of small Komodo. I don't like reptiles, but yet I take pictures of them.
That's huge.
Okay. All the ones be with Alan, please follow me this way.
Oh, there's another one. Huh? See there? He's huge. Look at these guys, man. That guy's at least 2.5, 3 feet long. And they all look like the rocks. Look at that. Wow. Oh, look at that. That's amazing, huh?
Between Cozumel and Mayan, we have now, in this moment we are in the most important area according to the official information by the government. In this area today, they have registered 36 different temples, right? From those 36, this big square ends right in the middle, right? And this area was named La Plaza Central de Tantún, or the main plaza of Tantún, the main heart of Tantún. Well, familia, something very particular here. You see 1, 2, 3, 4 different entrances and 4 different corners. It's a big square, of course, 4 corners, 1, 2, 3, and 4 different temples, all right? According to the characteristics of every single temple, those temples specifically practically covered, and these ones meeting the most important people back on days. We're talking about high class. The Mayas back on days dividing the social status, high, middle, and low, all right? And well, which characteristics we're gonna see here? First of all, totally elevated from the ground, totally separate, all right? Second one is specifically this material, limestone. Everything that you see right here was totally built in by limestone. But guess what? In this particular area, you find it up like a reddish colors, or kind of be pink colors. The original color of the limestone is white, like the one on top, all right? But why this one looks red? The Mayas painted with an intention, all right? How they painted, which kind of material they used for making the red color? Specifically achiote. Have you heard about achiote? Or maybe anato. The anato, achiote are a very tiny red seeds. And if you grind it and you boil it in hot water, these ones get in a totally red pigment. And one of the special characteristics of the limestone always is porous and dry. If you polish previously and then you add it on top, the limestone absorbs, all right? This one was totally painted on red. Then you find out the stairs in the front side. The tiny and narrow stairs is not because the Mayas be tiny or will be short. No. So, guess what? Other people back on the days immediately associated, specifically, you see tiny stairs, tiny doors, they will be short. No, it doesn't true. These ones, not actually. Let me explain about this one. Representing symbols of respect. Guess what? If you remember that we mentioned investigations, very recently ones. Specifically, a special team of archaeologists, they make immersions under the ground, specifically on the sinkholes. You know sinkhole? Cenotes. Why on the sinkholes? One of the Mayan traditions was the human sacrifice. Maybe you know this. After the sacrifice process, guess what? The bodies were dropped inside to the caves, inside to the sinkholes. Reason, representing the main axis of the Mayan underworld. And the Mayas, guess what? They believe on reincarnation. Specifically, let me show you this picture right here. They believe on this, the tree of life. They believe, or they had to pass the 9 roots or the 9 labels under the Mayan underworld, and then the 13 branches or 13 divisions of the Mayan supraworld before return in a new version. As you see here, it says cenotes y cuevas, sinkholes and caves, representing the main access of this Mayan underworld. Well, back to the actuality. The water of the sinkholes is very cold, works like a giant fridge underground. And guess what? This cold water preserves so perfectly the conditions of the bones. During the extraction of the bones, we can figure out today, thanks to the science, how tall they've been, if they were men, they were ladies, they were childs. We cannot know how they passed away. It was in a natural way or was killed, murdered, right? Inclusive the age, right? So, and surprises. The bones from the legs, it doesn't belong to short people. They be taller. If they were taller, why very arrow steps? The tiny steps is than any place, any Mayan site that you're expecting to visit, always is the same characteristics. It doesn't matter Cozumel, it doesn't matter El Salvador, Guatemala. Well, the people never come straight. The stone temples always were dedicated in honor of the most important people, in honor of the different Mayan gods. And well, basically the people normally walking sideways and zigzags. And when they go at the end of the stairs, they turn in their own self and they continue to make exactly the same movement, zigzags and sideways all the time. For example, here, it's only small structures, but if you have the opportunity to travel in the mainland, one of the closest ones away from here, Chichen Itza, the seventh wonder of the world, the principal temple has 91 steps like this size, but how tall it is? 30 meters higher, but gonna be almost 100 feet taller. All right? Just imagine. Actually, when you go on top, guess what? To climb straight is easy, but when you come down, that is the problem. Because with the most tiny trip, you're rolling all the way down. It's one of the reasons why the sites were closed back on time, right? And also, most of the time today, preservation. We try to preserve it because any time that you step on, you produce damage, right? You don't see immediately, but with the pass of the years, appear several damage. Now, in the top side, you find there are two columns, those two round pillars, right? The round pillars is two different theories for this one, specifically representing the perfect duality of gods or the perfect balance of life. But the most important one, and is the most recent one today, this one representing specifically with all my respect, phallic symbolizing fertility. All right? Right behind it, you find it up a very short door. The short door, like I mentioned before, is not because they be short. This one is one of the special characteristics. Basically, when you go in and when you go out, at any time, automatically you need to bow in here. You have to show your respect because in other places, for example, in mainland, inclusive here in Cozumel, we have taller doors like the ones at home, and it's other of the ways how we can identify civil areas from worship areas. All right. All the material is limestone, as I mentioned before. The way how the building was similar like that we make today. They created a special material, a combination of different items, and we name it stucco. You know stucco? See, it can be like a plaster. You can see some remains of the stucco where? At the end of the walls. Could you see the end of the walls? Specifically this one. Could you see like a little face on the top side? Yes or no? See?
Yep.
Muy bien. This one, back on time, the temples were totally flat, totally smoother. You can see in that column, right, in the bottom side, part of this material is authentic Mayan stucco of more than 800 years. The stucco is what? Limestone. They had dry limestone, they mix it up with other materials to make it like a plaster, and they cover it, and they put the bricks together. Basically, they seal everything with the same thing. The authentic roof family was totally built by rock. Unfortunately, with the pass of the years, the roof collapsed. This area was devastated several times, right? In this area, many bricks were stolen during the repopulation of the island. So, honestly, bad things happening here before to the Mexican government rebuilding the site. So now, you're gonna see 1, 2, 3 temples exactly with the same characteristics. Totally elevated, the tiny stairs, 2 columns and tiny door on back. 1, 2, and 1 more on the main axis is the number 3. Who occupied these ones? Rulers, priests, and gods. Priests back there, the main entrance on the right hand, and this one was for the guns. This one right here. Yeah. On the sides, you find there are columns. How many? Let me show you.
All right, so we've concluded that tour of the ruins. I think there's a little bit more, but you can't cover everything. Like the guy says, 1,000 years of history in 1 hour, right? So let's see. Yeah, give me some light there. All right. Oh, I love this thing here. So I think there's a lot of stuff, but looks like we didn't see all of it in the 1 hour. Yeah, San Gervasio. But we were mainly here in the main center, right here. So we came up from here. We come up here, and then we went to this place here and came back. So we did not stop here. Yeah, we didn't stop here. We just did that one. So there's quite some. Usted está aquí. You're here. Okay, so it says we're here. So that means we went like this. Yeah, we went like this, and then we came up there. We came walking. We stopped here, so we didn't. Usted aquí. Oh, my team is up there. Just look at this beautiful. Look at this tree. So nice. Look at the shape of the root. It's like it's turning around. Look at that. And each side goes the same way. You have this one here, and it goes around. And you have this other one here. It's like a rocket thing. And look at, it has these huge thorns here. So you should try to climb this. And those are the flowers on it. Oops, stuff is just falling down. Those are the flowers on it. Pretty neat. How you doing?
I got it.
So we are at the Mayan ruins, and there's a lot of shops here. We can't finish them all, so I'm gonna go into one. Apparently, like the guy said, this is all, the island is run by nothing but tourism. Yeah, so if you go in here, you see all this stuff.
Black coral, that was
See
for
that?
tradition here in Cozumel, protection
All the stuff around us.
now for black coral, local artists.
Wow,
We have t-shirt $8, 3 for 20, obsidian.
look at that.
One is for $5.
Beautiful stuff. Wanna go around? Some of them are now like American-based red cardinals and all this. These are all teams, right? So if you have your team and you want to give it a Mayan fix, there you go. This is a very important thing if you ever come here. This is what he talked about, that somebody, the winning team captain will be sacrificed, and this is the game that they play. So your soccer is not new, it's really thousands of years old.
How much per day? Okay. Ah, $10, $10.
Cozumel. Masks for wrestling. It's very much Hispanic out. He talked about obsidian. Here's all obsidian stuff. Black, green. Tools with the Mayan gods.
No, señor, that one is 20. The normal is
Somewhere in between comes Jesus.
It's the good quality,
Yeah.
$20.
Nice hat.
Size is small.
Wow, this is a spinner top. Look at that. That's a top. If you know anything about tops, this is one. You spin it, you pull a cable, it falls down spinning full speed. That's amazing. And then these are, I think, maracas. Alright, they got a lot of stuff here. So I'll pull back. You'll see there's a lot more stores here. So the island is run by this thing. More stores on that side. We're about to go. Yeah, they're going. I see they're going to the bus. So now we'll exit. So it looks like we're exiting. And there, Isla de Cozumel. So that's a full island. Isla Cozumel. Okay. Gracias, sir. Okay, that was nice. It's different. And that concludes our tour for today. I guess the rest of the videos might be on the cruise ship. Maybe if we come out tomorrow, right? Now, for me to compile this and put it on the channel, right? It's a long video. It consists a lot of quick walks as we do the time lapse. Anyway, see you around. Welcome to Life in Oman once again, and out of Oman. So there's the Alan bus. Now he changed it. Before it did not say Alan. No, it had another sticker on this side. It didn't say Alan. Oh, muy gracias. All right, we're back on our bus. It's dark in here. I think we were here.